Space Coconut.
Okay, so today we're talking about Dead Hard and whether it's a fair or unfair perk. Before I get into it, be sure to hit the sub button if you're new and hit the bell so you don't miss any videos in the future. If you ever want to discuss anything you see in my videos, come by Twitch where I'm live every Saturday with random streams sprinkled in during the week. Join the Discord if you want to find out when those happen. Links to everything are in the description. So today, Fire Hazard wrote in the forums a post talking about whether players thought that Dead Hard was fair or not. I thought it was an interesting topic, so here we are. Hazard's primary concern with Dead Hard was its use to gain an extra bit of distance to make it to a vault or pallet, and how this particular scenario made it feel unfair for him, mainly because the survivor can use the perk this way, and there's nothing the killer can do about it. If a survivor uses it to actually evade a hit, there's a chance that the killer can counterplay it by baiting or waiting. This makes the perk feel a little more fair. My own opinion on Dead Hard is that it's one of the strongest fair perks that survivors have at their disposal. I don't mind going against a Dead Hard user, but I see the exact point that Hazard was talking about on a regular basis. The problem with this post is that while talking about Dead Hard, he forgot about all of the other perks that survivors can use in conjunction with Dead Hard to erase or mitigate their mistakes, taking precious time away from the killer who would have otherwise accomplished part of their objective. Survivors have many other meta perks that can be used to cause the killer to spend more time on a single survivor or take away progress that the killer made towards their objective, like Unbreakable, for example. It's kind of a gamble if a survivor can use it or not. Maybe the killer hooks you right away, or maybe they slug you early. The issue is that the killer accomplished part of their objective by downing a survivor, and that survivor can pick themselves up without the help of the other survivors, leaving them to work on the objectives. Combine that with Decisive Strike, Adrenaline, and Dead Hard, and survivors have 4 ways in total to take time away from the killer. In the same way that the devs don't want Thanatophobia to be too powerful because it can stack with other perks causing generator times to skyrocket, they've done an excellent job of making sure that stacked survivor perks aren't too powerful either. Unfortunately, this problem isn't going to be solved anytime soon. We know this because look at the perks that they've changed recently and how they changed them. But hey, at least the maps are getting a graphics update. Who cares about balancing perks? I really think that the problem with perks and overall balance comes from the fact that the devs haven't established a clear win condition in the game. We know this because some people call pips wins to varying degrees, and some people count sacrifices or escapes, and some just want to have fun, which itself depends on what the player finds fun. This single aspect of the game is the reason balancing the game is so difficult for the devs. Well, aside from their rampant incompetence. Because they're not balancing around a win condition, they're balancing around match performance. If a good killer gets a 4K, then the devs find the character to be overperforming because according to them, they're supposed to get a 2K. We've seen this time and time again, most recently with Hillbilly. On the flip side, weaker killers have gotten buffs. But because of the 2 kill 2 escape rule, we can expect changes to happen at any time for the sake of this balance philosophy. The 2 kill 2 escape balance philosophy doesn't take individual player skill into account, but rather the average kills across all players. And we don't even know what data goes into that. But what ends up happening is that killers who do well are nerfed so they don't do as well and are less effective at managing survivors. Unfortunately, this philosophy only flows in one direction. The killers are the only characters of the game that the devs can control and manage for this philosophy. This is because survivors are the ones who control the flow of the game. If survivors overperform, the devs can't do anything about it directly. And this is why the changes or nerfs to survivors have been in the form of map changes recently. The devs have painted themselves into a corner regarding gen speeds and perks, and now we get to watch them struggle to paint themselves out of it. I don't know what the devs are going to do, and at this point, I'm starting to care much less. There are games on the horizon that have potential, and even if they don't last, they're going to be fun enough to take a break from the frustrating monotony of Dead by Daylight. I know many of you aren't interested, but I'm enjoying Satisfactory very much, and I'll probably be making videos on it soon to start widening the scope of the channel. Also, Monstrum 2 will be entering early access soon, and with a team of 16 people, they've created something that's very fun to play and worth giving a shot. I'll definitely be making videos on that when it comes out. I know that this was a short one, but I felt the topic was worth talking about, and you guys deserve to know what's happening with the channel. Anyway, let me know what you think of Dead Hard, Monstrum 2, and Satisfactory in the comments below, and we'll have a little discussion on them. Dead by Daylight is a chore, so in the meantime, I have a factory to build.
There's no point, they're not going to come and rescue her anyway. And that trap is in the middle of nowhere. I was going for the trap and it doesn't even matter. There it is. They're gonna run to the other. No, that's too bad. Dead hard, man. Oh, hi, Hatch. I don't have any traps. Wait for that dead hard. So who's got Unbreakable? Decisive rescue? Nope, she didn't. Yeah, she crawled out. Good job. Yeah, decisive, unbreakable, dead hard. But you're right, that dead hard at the end, that one's changed it.